What's up, guys? It's the PS Ball here. So I'm bringing you a review on Destiny. So yeah, this is a game that actually came out last year, but yeah, I've been playing it a lot this year. So I thought I might as well do a review on it this year. So yeah, let's get right started into this game. So first of all, the story. So Destiny actually doesn't have that much of a story. It's like mainly just it's not really much of a story. It's just you go around planets doing missions and all that kind of thing. And like yeah, you just gotta do missions. So in the first couple of levels, until you get to like something a bit like level 8 or 9, you're just gonna have to do mainly story. After story, obviously there is the online thing, but with a massive game like Destiny, it's not very. It's like you have something called the Crucible. So the Crucible is basically like the online side of the game, so where you just sort of play online, clash, and kind of like COD sort of multiplayer sort of thing. But apart from that, the main part of Destiny is the kind of online thing, because you need to play this game. You need online connection. So even when you're playing a story mission or you're playing another single player thing called a strike, strike is basically but non-story mission, but it's still single player. But it's like a co-op online thing where you're put in with two other players. During those, you can sort of like play that. Now the only difference in the story is, like the story missions, they're completely like different. They're more of a single player experience that you have, which I would recommend playing at the start of the game. Now the way Destiny does everything is slightly different to what you would expect from another type of game. You have something called the tower, which is the place you could probably gonna see on screen in a moment. And basically in the tower, it's like a social place where there's like other players, and you sort of just roam around, just really go to vendors, and they give you like you can like buy stuff from them, like items and that sort of thing. But one of the main things is that the good thing about the tower is, like, there's a cryptarch that you give engrams. There's a bounty guy who gives you bounties, and there's vanguards and crucible masters and all sorts of people who give you like emblems and legendary gear and whatnot. So that sort of thing. But yeah, that's the tower. That's a unique thing of this game. Now the leveling up system, progression, all that is a different thing. It's like a loot system where you have more of like you get blue and green and that. So you have white, which is the lowest items, and then you have blue, which is, as you can see here, I've got a lot of blues and purples, and that purple being legendary the highest, although there is something slightly higher, which is obviously exotic gear. So yeah, that I think personally for me, some people are saying, most people don't really like Destiny that much because they think it bores them and that. But I think personally, after level 15 or 20 is where the game completely changes. I'll talk about that in a minute. But if you give Destiny time, I think Destiny is really fun. You can play a bit of Crucible, you can play a couple of strikes, you can do the heroic stuff. You can even go back and play the story to get like do glitches and whatnot. But like, yeah, it's really fun, like upgrading your weapons, and sort of eventually, once you get really into the game really opens up, and there's a lot of opportunities out there for you. So you can get all sorts of gear. You can even you save up for that amazing ship or get some amazing legendary gear. So as you can see, I've got a lot of blue stuff. So the stuff you have, once you get into the higher levels, like it gets really fun. Now, Destiny is a really fun game, as I said, up until level 20, where it's like the cap, as you can see, that you can't go higher than level 20 with XP. But what you can use is light. Light gets you higher levels. I think it's up to 34 you can go. I'm only 22, I just got 23 now. At the time when I recorded this, I was 22. But yeah, you can only go to there, and after that you get light. Now the way you earn light is not by just fighting or doing missions. You actually need to get light armor. And blue, which is rare, and purple, which is legendary armor, will come with light. And the more light comes with, the higher your level is. And if you unequip that armor, then you will lose that light. So that's something that you should know after. But yeah, XP level cap is 20. Now, the story, probably you'll be about level 18 when you complete that. Do a strike or something in a crucible match, you will get to level 20. Some people don't play this game after they hit level 20 because, you know, the thing, well, what's the point of playing? I've completed the main story. But I think Destiny's main game is actually after you've completed the story missions and after you've hit level 20. That's where the real fun is, because there's so much you can do. You can join factions, you can use shaders, you can really customize your character a lot, and I think it's great. Now, personally, I don't think Destiny is my favorite game of all time, but I think it's very close. So, thank you for... It's not my favorite, it's not very close, but like, it's really, it's in the middle. So, I'm gonna give this game a 7.8 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Another battle awaits.